Hi, everyone, and welcome to another wonderful session here at Crypto Miners. My name is Jenny, and I'm going to be your host for today. I believe a lot of you know me. So on today's session, we will be talking with the team from LimeWire, and we have Mr. Marcus, who's the COO, and he's going to be representing the team and having a chat with us. We're a little behind schedule, so it's not going to be a question. There's not going to be a question and answer session. But if you have any question concerning the project, you can drop it in the comment section, or you could join the LimeWire Telegram group or Discord channel, and also follow them on X, and I'm sure that any question that you have will be attended to. So, Mr. Marcus, I see that you're here already, and if you're ready, we can begin.
Yeah, hey Jenny. Thanks for having us today. Very excited about the opportunity today. Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. So, without wasting, any more time, let's begin because there's a lot, a lot about the project that I am excited to get into and unpack. So, are you ready? Let's start.
Ready to go. Let's go.
Okay. So, quickly welcome and could you take like maybe 5 minutes, just 5 minutes to give us like a quick introduction of the team behind the project and also the ideation stage of LimeWire, the reason why it was created, built rather in the first place, and then we can talk more about other things.
Yes, certainly. Happy to. I guess a lot of you guys that joined the space now or listening in after might be familiar with the brand. So LimeWire really in the early 2000s until like around 2011 was one of the big peer-to-peer file sharing platforms. Keywords, illegal music downloads, they had to shut down in 2011, pretty much at their peak with around 50 million monthly active users back in the day. And then since then, the company didn't really exist. They shut down operations due to all the controversy of the music downloading and peer-to-peer file sharing, obviously. And we had the idea, pretty much our founders, Paul and Julian, had the idea around 2 years ago to acquire all the assets around that nostalgic brand, meaning we now own the brand assets, we own the domain, the social media accounts. It's pretty much all the same brand with all the nostalgia around it, and have relaunched it as a creator-focused platform again. There's a lot of Web3 NFT capabilities we have on the platform that a lot of our users and community is excited about. That includes all assets being minted on blockchain. We also have a multi-chain approach with Algorand and Polygon. We also have our own token, but the main objective is really to be a creator-focused platform with all the backgrounds and the nostalgia around it, being like a very early player in the early 2000s in the internet and .com era of a creator and music platform. And we are now taking that towards the entire creator economy. So we have a lot of different types of artists on the platform, from musicians to podcasters to very, very early creators in the early journey that just literally started becoming creators, that are hosting different kinds of formats on the platform. And just now, pretty much this month, we've also launched the LimeWire AI Studio, which is, I think, a first ever AI studio that now opens up to the Web3 space as well. So in simple words, now anybody can come to LimeWire and start their creator journey, even if they have no experience whatsoever in creating content. We started now with image generation. So we have a couple of AI tools in the studio for image generation, where literally anybody can start become a creator. And all assets you share on the LimeWire platform are automatically being minted as NFTs. All creator earnings are automatically split on the blockchain, and you can get those distributed on the platform as well. So a very neat solution, I believe, for everybody who is a creator or wants to start becoming a creator and build a following. That's pretty much the long story short.
Thank you. Thank you for summarizing that. Now, I would like to start by asking, how how does, LimeWire support content creators, artists, and brands, right? If you could explain it to me, like, assuming I would like to use your platform and I'm an artist, right? Walk me through how your platform is going to be able to support what I do.
Yeah, so we really see LimeWire as the enabler to empower any creator to pretty much solve three key problems of their journey. The one is creating content. We actually do that by supporting different kinds of digital formats. So you can upload from images to videos to audio files only, music, podcasts, whatever that could be. So we're really supporting a lot of different types of content and not just a single form. The second is publishing that content. So you can publish it on LimeWire. We have an explore page, which pretty much allows every artist that comes onto the platform to get visible, also within communities that they might not have tapped into yet. And they can also share it with their own community. So every creator can get subscribers. They can promote their creator page on social media platforms, gather a following on LimeWire, and then that's the last bit. And the third step, start monetizing that content. And I think that's where, especially Web3 and NFTs come in extremely handy. We have a couple of different forms of monetization for creators. One being that obviously all the assets that are being sold or also traded on the platform as an NFT automatically have a creator royalty. So these creators really hold the rights to their assets and to their creations. Which basically means that every time one of the fans or users on the platform is trading those assets, they also get a share of these trade values. And what we also just recently launched, actually 2 months ago, is the LimeWire ad revenue share program. You might be familiar with this. It's a bit similar to what Twitter/X has launched, I think a month ago. We were a bit earlier, actually. And the way it works is that every asset, every content piece on LimeWire generates ad revenue based on the number of views they get for their creations. And we distribute those revenues to the creators, which can get up to 70% of this, but not only to those, but also to all their fans, subscribers, and NFT holders. So if you hold an NFT of a creator on LimeWire who is really viral and is getting a lot of views, as an early supporter, you're also getting an ad revenue share, which are all being paid out in our native token and LimeWire token, which pretty much creates that circular economy and also a bit of an incentive for every fan, every supporter, every NFT holder to promote their artists, not only on LimeWire, but also on other social media platforms.
All right, that's interesting. Now let me ask about the membership based subscription. I would like to know, um still going with the analogy or the example I gave, that I'm an artist, right? And I would like to use your platform. What is the difference? Like, what is the benefit to my fans, the ones that are subscribed? What is the difference between the benefits that they get, the ones who are subscribed, from the ones who are not subscribed? Are there special benefits, that separates them?
That depends a bit on the artist first, because we also have functionalities where you as a creator can decide to only post content to your subscribers. So instead of making it completely public on the platform, you could also say, I want to share this piece or message, voice message, video, whatever it is, with my subscribers only. So that's one. And the second one, and I think that's where it becomes very interesting with the intersection of Web3 as well, is that every time you as a creator post something, we mint that piece as an NFT collection, and the size of the collection is defined by the number of subscribers you have. So in simple words, that means if you, Jenny, as a creator on LimeWire, have 100 subscribers to your creator page, and you post a video as one of the content pieces on the platform, that video gets minted 100 times, and all your subscribers get one NFT out of it. Which basically means that in the future, if that asset, if your video goes super viral, there will always only be 100 pieces of it. So your fans can start trading this, start earning money as an early supporter, and you as an artist also get a share of the royalty on every NFT trade. So in total, you really become a bit of a shareholder almost into the artist if you follow them and if you subscribe to them, just by pretty much being interested and being early and supporting the artist.
Thank you for answering that. All right. Now, say that I already have a huge following on let's say Instagram, for instance, and I happen to be a comedy content creator. Now, I would like to transition, of course, use the LimeWire platform, right? I just want to know, it will mean that my fans will have to, of course, join me on LimeWire, join my community. I just want to know how user friendly it is, especially considering that a lot of my followers, let's say I have over 1 million followers, a lot of my followers may not be active in the crypto space yet, may not be active with, in the Web3 space. That's just what I'm trying to say. So I just want to know how user friendly it will be, and also, will it be able to handle the traffic? Let's say I mentioned that I might have over 1 million followers. If I have over let's say 200,000 followers, um trafficking the LimeWire platform, just to follow me, because they're my fan, will the platform be able to handle that? Is it easy for my followers to be able to set up there and all of that? That's just what I want to know.
Yeah, definitely. So to answer your first question, so we definitely see, and that's also what we experienced in the past year, we see LimeWire much more of a complementary platform to the regular social media accounts. I think what you do probably on an Instagram and also on X is much more very broad reach with broad mainstream content. On a platform like LimeWire, it's usually rather a bit of a closer relationship to your fans and to your audience. Because as I said before, you can also decide to post content only targeted towards your subscribers. So it's a bit more of a bit more of a low touch environment rather than the high touch you have with your very broad audience on an Instagram. The second thing about joining the platform, it's super easy. It's literally, we already launched it with creating an account with a Meta, pretty much Facebook and Instagram accounts. We are also launching it very soon with X. So you can literally just come to the platform limewire.com and sign up just with one click, authenticating your social media account as well, or just literally via email. So there doesn't have to be any previous Web3, NFT, crypto knowledge whatsoever. As a matter of fact, we're not even talking much about NFTs or crypto on the platform too much. Obviously, you can also just connect your MetaMask wallet or Wallet Connect if you want to have like the full Web3 experience. But for anybody who's not that kind of Web3 native, you can join the platform with a complete Web2 experience as well. We have custodial wallets, and you wouldn't even recognize that you're holding an NFT. It's literally just an asset in your library. So very straightforward, very easy to use. I think it's just a nice platform for anybody to try as an artist. I think the main difference is going to be, and that's exactly where all the AI features and the LimeWire AI Studio comes in that we just recently launched, is that we offer a lot more capabilities on a single platform than any social media platform does today. So you as a creator could come in and edit your content, enhance your content using AI and our studio. You could also tap into completely new content types. We've just launched image generation in the studio. We will launch music very soon, in the next weeks, actually, with the first beta version. So if you want to tap into new content types like music, for instance, and if you have no experience, but you want to share something with your followers, that's a very, very easy way to start your journey as a music creator as well. And that's exactly where we see LimeWire being like probably a good addition to all the broad stream social media accounts like Instagram or X.
Okay. Let me ask next. Now, does LimeWire provide analytics and insights, to creators to help them understand their audience and make data-driven decisions?
Yes, so we just started with a couple of very basic analytics, so you can see how many followers you have and how that is growing. And we are working on more in-depth analytics, also like more about the development and what you should do to enhance your following. What we also have is a partnership program. So I think that's a pretty nice addition where anybody can come in and promote an artist or promote a platform and even earn LimeWire tokens on top of that. So if you're like an active member bringing new creators or new fans to the platform, you can actually earn LimeWire token just by pretty much promoting the ecosystem. So there's a lot of things we're playing around with, and also a lot of things on the analytics side, which we are currently building, and which will come soon. And what we also do on top of that, just touching base on the AI topic again, and the AI studio, we will very soon also release a feature where you can remix content from others. So apart from the analytics, you will also see which AI tools they, for instance, use to create their content, and then you can use that same asset and work off the base of that asset and create something new out of it. So there's a lot of very neat technical solutions on the platform, which make the experience, I believe, much nicer than on most of the social media platforms today.
All right, thank you. Next, let me ask about how do I phrase this? Now I know that you receive as a content creator, you receive 80% of all payments, membership payments, and then you also get a 2.50% royalty on all resales. Now, are there restrictions? Now, LimeWire, according to what you described, will enable me as an artist to have a closer form of relationship with my fans. Are there any form of restrictions, like where artists or content creators might decide to use the platform to maybe run ads, advertise things to their fans, sales, stuff like that? These things that you have envisaged, and
I'm not sure if it's just me, but I can't hear anything now, Jenny. Yeah, maybe just quickly taking over until Jenny's back. So I believe the question was if there's any restrictions in terms of the content. So just to give everyone a bit of an insight, obviously you can't share anything on a platform. There is certain content types like nude content, for instance, or inappropriate content, which we are completely filtering out. All of this is automatic. So we have a AI filter which is screening for certain content which is not allowed on a platform or might be too aggressive or offensive. And that's being deleted right away. In terms of promotion, I mean, if you have something within your community you want to promote, like your merch store, or it could also be something like tickets to next tour or whatever it is, that's super easy. We are always open for any type of community engagement or monetization which stays within your community. And if there's any type of content that a user thinks is infringement cases, copyright cases, or whatever it is, and we didn't detect it, which can obviously happen as well, we also have a takedown notice. So it's quite easy to report that, and our customer support team is then looking into it. So overall, apart from all the AI solutions which we use for dedicating inappropriate content, I think it's just the usual setup that most of the content management platforms are using. Are you back, Jenny? Actually, I think...
yes, I
yeah,
am.
perfect.
Sorry,
Nice.
I got
You were gone for a second. No worries.
yeah. Okay. But yeah, I got everything, the answer, and so yeah. Let's move on to other questions. Let's see. So how do you like handle communication and interaction between creators and fans, within that community? And also, um how how have you been able to set up for, of course, I mean, feedback is very important on any venture, any business, whatever. So what are the plans that you have made, to address this feedback from content creators, brands, and all of that, to enable you do better?
There's really all sorts of different forms of feedback cycles and communication. So we have a Discord community of around, I think now 70,000 people roughly, which are constantly giving us feedback. These are also heavy users on the platform. So we're listening a lot of what they suggest. Some of the ideas that they're having are really nice platform feature additions, which we often then also take care of in the product development right away. In addition to that, we also have an artist relation team, which is really working hands-on with a lot of the creators and artists that come to the platform and also take their feedback into consideration. And what we just announced yesterday, in connection with our LimeWire AI studio, we just did a big acquisition of Blue Willow. Blue Willow is one of the leading AI image generation platforms and AI models. They have more than 2 million users, second biggest Discord community there is, and we've been working with them for the last weeks and months already on the acquisition and also taking over and bringing over the entire community to LimeWire. And obviously, we are also working very closely and listening to that community. There's a lot of feedback of these around 2 million users on Discord, so we really try to stay active. And we have quite a huge community management team. So there's quite a few people, I think around 10-ish, working on the LimeWire community and another 10 on the Discord community on Blue Willow. So there's a lot of people trying to listen and filter out what might be good ideas from the community.
Okay, let's talk about the fact that you, according to some of the achievements that you've already made, that you have released several headline artists on the platform. Now, looking at these artists that you have released on the platform, could you share with us any success stories or case regarding these artists that you have released on the platform?
Yeah, sure. There's quite a few, and you can also just check it out on limewire.com and just see the releases you might like the most. I think probably one of the most exciting ones we did this year was deadmau5, also one that I guess a lot of you guys are familiar with. Huge EDM artist from the US, who's also very deep into the Web3 and NFT space. He released, I think, 2 individual songs. We also did a video release together with him, which are completely exclusive to the LimeWire platform. That was very, very well received by the community. And a nice project. We've been working on this with them for a couple of months in advance already. And there's a few others. We also have big hip-hop rap artists that joined the platform, like Black, who just also recently released a huge album, which made a lot of big waves in the US. Also a bit more nostalgic artists like Sean Kingston. So there's a nice roster of headliners that joined the platform already. At the moment, we also see that quite a lot of newcomers and smaller creators are coming to the platform. So with the launch of the AI studio, there's a lot of engagement of users that just want to become an artist now and start their creator journey. So it's a nice mix, I would say, of really big headliners, which are mainly releasing video and music content. And then at the same time, the ones that had just started out with becoming a creator or an artist on the platform and trying to build a community. So really nice to see the mix at the moment.
All right, thank you for that. Let me just ask this. I feel this question is important. Can creators, content creators on the LimeWire platform, is it possible for them to be able to, I don't know, maybe collaborate or interact with each other in order to enhance their, community or their presence on your platform?
Yeah, that's a really good point and nice idea. So at the moment, that obviously depends a bit on like real life interaction between the two to really produce the content or promote the content and cross promote it. But with all the features we are building and the AI features in our own studio on the platform, there's a lot more features to come which go into exactly that direction. So one being, as I just briefly touched base on before, we will introduce this remix button, which basically means any type of content, initially image generation content, but later also with music content that you see on the platform and you like, that is up for remix, you can literally just hit that button. It will directly to the studio, and then you can work based on that content and create something new, pretty much a remix out of that content. And the nice bit is, and that's exactly why we are strong believers of NFT and Web3 technology, is that the royalties between those artists and creators can be shared right away because it's very easy to do that on chain. So in the future, And especially with all the technical capabilities that we have and the AI creator studio on our platform, there will be a lot more features which enable artists to, pretty much start a creative journey together, or work off the back of the creations of other artists, and then just create something completely new out of it. So I think a lot of nice features to come in the next months.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, before I talk about, before we go to the the announcement that you made recently about acquiring Blue Willow, there is something I would like to find out, and it's really not on a serious note per se, but on some of these platforms, I'm going to mention X, of course, and Instagram. It's really difficult to, in fact, it's not possible to save contents. I don't know if you get what I mean. For instance, if a content creator I love and I happen to follow post something that maybe a video, especially a video, or an image that I would like to save, it's not possible on X. It's not possible on Instagram. You would have to go search for uh, an app that's totally different from that to be able to save those content. So I am really hoping that this is something that like LimeWire has, I don't know, maybe looked into. The thoughts of me having to now look for another app that I'll use to download something from LimeWire. Is this, I don't know if this resonates with you in any way, and this is something that you guys have thought about.
Yes, 100%. So I think the beauty about the platform and all our Web3 capabilities as well in the backend is that we solve that problem not only from like a technical perspective of watching the content, but actually also owning it. So as I just described before, if you follow an artist and that artist creates or posts something new, you automatically get that piece as an NFT. So you become one of the holders of this asset, of this collection. And that means that it always, as long as you hold it, it stays within your library. So you can literally go to limewire.com in your account, hit the library, which is one click away, and then you see all the assets that you own from a single artist that you subscribe to. So it's very easy to pretty much just have every content piece with a single tap on your phone or on your laptop. If you don't hold that asset from a certain artist, you can easily buy it. So we have a fully fledged NFT marketplace in the backend, where you can literally just go to an asset if you like it, just purchase it on the secondary market from another user, and then it also stays within your library. And if it's a public content piece, you can literally just go to the artist feed and get that image. I think one neat feature is really that library, where within your own library you can pretty much build a collection of assets that you like and that you want to keep, and then just continue to watch them, get back to it, share it on social media as well. That's a really nice feature that I haven't really seen on most of these platforms that you just mentioned.
Cool. Cool. All right. Let's talk about Blue Willow. So you put out an announcement pretty recently that you acquired Blue Willow. And according to the announcement, they're the second largest image generation platform in the world. So I believe my question is, what is the impact of this integration? What is the impact of this integration on LimeWire, especially for long term?
Yeah, so we literally announced it yesterday. So for everybody who's not aware or knows what Blue Willow is, it's pretty much, I would say, the biggest mid-journey competitor. It's very cutting edge image generation AI. Anybody can come in with a single prompt, create a new image, also create image to image. That's where we see a lot of power as well, where you can just upload the images you have and then edit those within a simple studio. What's the impact? So LimeWire is really a creator platform that wants to cater all the creators' needs. That pretty much means we want to give them all the tools that a creator needs to create, publish, and then also monetize their content. So far, how most of these platforms work, and also how LimeWire worked until just recently, is that you need to have that content ready on the platform. And what that change with the acquisition of Blue Willow and the LimeWire AI Studio is that we open up that entire content creator space for pretty much any type of user. So even if you are a completely inexperienced user who wants to start their journey, that's a very, very simple way of just coming to the platform and playing around with your creativity, creating content in a studio where you don't need any advanced tools because a very advanced AI is pretty much taking care of it. So that's one. And the second is, as you just mentioned before, it's a really large community. It's more than I think almost 2.5 million users, which are extremely active, all very active creators. They've generated more than 500 million images only this year, since the beginning of the year, and are growing pretty much every day. And all these users do now get access to the LimeWire platform. The ecosystem can start monetizing their content and generate it on a single platform. And we just think it's pretty much the best of both worlds. A very vibrant community of creators, while at the same time they now get access to a very easy to use content platform, which also has monetization capabilities. And I think it's just a very logical step. So we are really excited about this one, and yeah, can't wait to see where this is going over the next months.
Beautiful, a really beautiful integration. All right, let's talk about. Now, you mentioned very briefly about the audio. Yeah, the audio. How we can be able to access audio content soon. You said soon. So I would like to know if there is any ETA, specific ETA on the audio and video contents, and when that will be available on LimeWire.
Yeah, so maybe just for clarification, so audio and video content in itself is already available. So you can also filter by video content, by audio content. We have a lot of artists like Deadmau5 that I mentioned before that have released music on LimeWire already. What we will add is AI tools to create audio and video content as well. So pretty much a very, very easy to use studio style where you can start generating tracks. That's the first thing we will do. Pretty much a better version of the AI studio for music. We don't have an exact launch date yet, but we have been working on this for quite some months already, and are talking about weeks in terms of launching, so it's not too far away. And I think that's going to be like a very, very cool solution for a lot of users and people that are enthusiastic about LimeWire and our community as well. Obviously, LimeWire has a very, very close relationship to the music industry. It's very heavily associated with music. So I strongly believe that our brand and the AI capabilities of creating music and pretty much making music creation available to everybody, every kind of user, that's going to be a very interesting integration. It's going to come in the next weeks. We will definitely announce it once we know the exact launch date and have a big campaign around it. And yeah, same with that asset, same with these asset types that are being generated, all of them minted on the Polygon blockchain. So again, something very nice and neat for everybody who's a Web3 kind of creator and musician. And yeah, very much looking forward to it.
All right, thank you. I think, let's see, let me ask, what would you say are some of the upcoming features or developments that both creators and fans can look forward to? Especially, I'm not talking short term here. I'm talking maybe in the next 1-2 years. What do you have any exciting features, developments that creators can look forward to, and fans as well, when it comes to LimeWire and the platform as a whole?
Yeah, so I think for fans and regular users, I think this AI studio that we just launched and are building now is going to be one of the key features of the platform, because it really allows anybody to become a creator. And we, at least as much as I know, we will probably be one of the first ones, if not the first AI studio, which is really content agnostic, meaning that you can generate your images. Our vision is really that out of those images, you can also start generating video content, and you can even start generating full music tracks at some point. So I think, a very nice solution for anybody who wants to join a platform where you can enhance your content, work on your content, or start a creator journey. So our vision is really to make content creation available to everyone. That's probably going to be the key feature. What's super interesting, what we just also built this year and started, is our LimeWire token. So I think the second pillar will definitely be creator earnings and monetization with the LimeWire token, where everybody can earn a share. You can earn your ad revenue shares with LimeWire token, fully transparent on the platform. So a very nice solution and much more obvious solution also than on many other platforms like an Instagram, for instance, where you always need to do product placements or different kinds of advertisement, which doesn't often really feel natural if you want to monetize as a creator. On LimeWire, that's, in my opinion, much more natural for a creator and a fan as well, and very transparent. So that's really exciting, and also exciting for the fans because they can earn a share as well if they're really supportive of the artists. So I think the content creation and monetization part will really be key for the next years.
All right, interesting. Now, there's one more interesting part that I feel like we need to touch on just for the sake of everyone listening. To me, honestly, I think it's interesting, and that's the part where you can refer, right? So if you get to refer a content creator to the LimeWire platform, you get some form of remuneration. Could you tell us more about that? I would really, really love to know more.
Yeah, so that's really straightforward, actually. Our ad revenue share program not only works for the creators. So the way you know it on X, for instance, if you are a content creator and you do generate your tweets generate a certain amount of views, you as the creator, you get a share of the ad revenue. We have actually gone even further and are giving those ad revenue shares also to the fans and the subscribers. So that basically means you can literally on the platform, if there is a video, a music piece, or an image you really like, just share it on social media. Every user gets an individual link. There's also a share button. It's called Share and Earn, where you can just click on it, share that video, that image, that music file that you like on your Instagram account with your friends, maybe on Twitter, X, where you get a lot of reach. And every view you are getting with you're generating for that content also gets your ad revenue share. So all the fans that are sharing content can earn up to 10% of the ad revenue of that particular asset, which I think is a really nice way of, pretty much also giving back to the community, which has gotten us to the point and continuously helps us to grow the platform.
Amazing. All right. Let me just ask one more question. I think this would be the last. When you look forward, like looking into the future of LimeWire, what would you say is that, or how would you like uh, LimeWire to impact on the content creating industry, music industry? What level of impact do you look forward to having on the industry in the future?
So our vision is really to become the number one platform to create, publish, and monetize your content as a creator. I think there's a lot of platforms out there which either focus on a single type of content, or they really get a lot of monetization opportunities for the really big creators, but don't really follow through on the smaller ones or the upcoming ones. And that's a lot of things we want to change. We want to make it much more transparent. That's why we're working with the crypto space and NFTs as well, and our own token, the LimeWire token. So everything is very transparent. And at the same time, integrating new tools. So you don't need to be a very elaborate creator to come to the platform and create content. You can just be a very creative person as well, start your journey in the AI studio, and then go from there. So that's really the aim, be a platform for anyone who wants to start generating content, publishing it, and then at the end of the day also monetize.
All right. Thank you so much. I have loved this session. Honestly, I think the project is truly interesting. And I honestly look forward to when it'll be time for token sale, because of course I know that a lot of people will like to, you know, um, get on board. So thank you, Mr. Marcus, for, coming to chat with us about the project. It was really, really, really enlightening. Thank you.
Thanks, Jenny. Thanks for having us today. And yeah, if you have any questions, just drop us a message. Happy to take any feedback. Cheers, guys.
All right. Thank you. And thank you, everyone, for staying with us and listening to the session. Like I mentioned before, if you have any questions whatsoever that you would like to ask regarding LimeWire, make sure to join the Discord channel. Mr. Marcus mentioned that they have over 70,000 people active on the Discord channel. So I know that you attended today or you'll be attended to there. So also make sure to follow LimeWire on X. And yeah, uh, I guess we'll see you in our next session when we bring more interesting projects your way. Thank you. Bye.